Well, hi, my name's Kirk Carver, and I'm a new member of the Executive Committee and new member of the Training Committee. And what I'm going to be doing during this short video is talking through how to do a interim report. So we're not going to cover draft statement or interim visit. We're going to solely focus on getting an interim report done. Well, the first thing you should know is where's the guidance? Where should I go look? So if you go into your team chair workbook, you want to focus on C200I, which covers interim reports and visits. You also always want to look at C311 to follow the CAC style guide and make sure you have firm agreement with whatever your findings are going to be. So generally some editing hints, very similar to what you might see for a draft statement. You want to create a folder, appropriately name it, put it on your desktop, copy C200I into that so that you have the appropriate documentation, copy C311, which is going to be the style guide. I always have a copy of the accreditation policy and procedure manual, and you want to have the help guide for AMS, which is the manual statement tool manual, and you get that not actually in your workbook, but you go online inside AMS. It's all the way at the top. You'll see it, the help system there. Okay, and what you want to do is, this is very different. There are some things that are much easier in preparing a interim report than a draft statement. Okay, but let's walk through that. First of all, the institutional summary and the program introduction. Look at this. You want to use the text that is in black. You want to copy and paste it in there. You do not want to be creative. You do not want to use unique wording. You just want to copy and paste the text that you see on this screen, or you can see in C200I, into the institutional summary box and into the program introduction box. Okay? So please just copy it in. You then want to move to the shortcomings from the previous visit, and you want to copy verbatim that in as well, and you want to do it into where it says the last review text label is going to be, and make sure you use the summary text information. Okay, you're not using it from the previous review, the final statement, at the beginning of the document. You want to go to the very end of the document where the summary is, and that's where you do your copy and then you paste back in. And then you're going to have a box that says progress since the last review. And what you want to do is describe the actions the institution has taken and then your evaluation of those. You'll then have a status box where you have 3 choices and you're clicking on a radio button. And then there's a hidden box. It really is hidden. Called the status details box. You have to click on like a little plus sign to expand it, and you want to describe your evaluation in that particular box. Okay, so note there are 4 steps, not 3 steps. Don't forget that last step. A lot of team chairs just don't see it because it's not fully expanded, but CAC does use it. Okay, now what are you going to put in there? All right, first of all, in that first box, you're going to copy in verbatim what the summary statement is. In the progress since last review, some of the editor 2s like this format. You see the text in black. Action taken, colon, and then describe in maybe 1 or 2 sentences, what have they done? What action has been taken by the institution, you know, since their last review, which was 2 years ago. It's an interim report. And then what's your evaluation of that? Okay? And then you want to put that in as well. And then in the status details box, you're going to put something like one of these 2 sentences. The program weakness, deficiency, whatever is resolved or it's not resolved. Okay? So that's what would go in there. And don't forget the status box where you're going to use the radio buttons. So here's an example. You're typing in the summary, you're just using the black text. When you get to the program introduction, you're just using the black text. You then list out what the findings are. I'm using one here to give you an example. You then go in and here's progress since last review. Actions taken and evaluation to evaluate that. And then in the status box, you're going to put in the program weakness has been resolved. All right, very good. If you follow these simple steps, you're going to go straight through and be fine. If you don't follow these steps, this is actually from a real report where I had to return the statement, what is that, 9 times? Because the team chair just refused to go and read the C200 document. And so don't do that. Don't get this return to sender where we have all of this interaction as you're walking through. The Documents and Policy Committee has moved everything into a brand new document, C200I. It's all right there, easy to follow. Just follow the document. All right, well, very good. That brings us to the end of this very short video looking at how to write an interim report. Please join me in the next video where we move into something that's relatively rare, and that is doing an interim visit. So see you in the next video.